Celia Giay, Rotary International Director, the first Latino woman to be so, and married to Louis, who we have already interviewed. So tell us how you and Louis met.
Oh, I believe that you know how we met.
I want to hear your side of the story, because he may not be telling the truth.
Well, it was a very interesting first encounter, because my father was the pilot and I was the co-pilot in a rally race car. And we were ready to go, and suddenly the door of the car opened, and a young gentleman said, "Excuse me, the door was open." So I shut the door, and my father started to say, "Hey, pay attention, we are going to start, and you have the door of your car open." And I said, "No, it's not true, it was closed, but this young gentleman." So that was the beginning. And later on, we won.
Yes.
The race car.
You and your father won, yeah?
And he came to greet us.
Yes.
And then he started to come to my home that we live 30 kilometers far away.
Okay.
And my mother said, "This young gentleman is so interested in rally race car." And it was coming for me.
Yeah,
So
okay.
it was another big step in the relationship. But since then, we have been together.
Yes.
Happily married.
Yes.
And we have 4 sons. 2 are Rotarians and 2 are non-Rotarians. But they are keeping all our business so we can devote our lives to Rotary.
So how come the 2 of your sons haven't joined Rotary yet?
Well, in fact, all of them has been involved in Rotary.
They've been involved with the Rotary?
Yes, because we have been our whole life practically. My father was a Rotarian, so I grew up in a home.
Oh, he was a Rotarian?
Yes, I'm very, very dedicated Rotarian.
Okay.
Yes. So
I know that Louis said that he had introduced his father to Rotary.
Yes.
So,
yes, it was something very interesting because usually it's the father who introduced the son into Rotary.
Yes.
But in Louis' situation, it was the opposite. The son introduced the father, so you see that everything can happen in Rotary.
But when you met, it was because of car racing, not because of Rotary.
Yes.
And you didn't know that Louis was a Rotarian then?
No. But when he started to visit my father, he found another very interesting common point, that it was Rotary. Because he was a Rotarian, my father was a Rotarian, so everything looked perfect for him.
So your father thought that this might be a good relationship?
I believe so. So he encouraged.
He encouraged.
Yes, he encouraged the relationship.
And
Yes.
in Argentina, that was the tradition in those days. What was it in the many years ago?
Yes, yes, it was a
Just
tradition.
start a Rotary dating service to get some younger people.
It's a good idea, eh?
They can get free dates at a meeting.
It's another good idea.
So then, you have, of course, been being a director. You have done a lot of things in Rotary yourself.
Yes. Before the women were allowed to be a Rotarian,
yes,
I was a very active spouse, Rotary spouse, because in South America, all the spouses association do a fantastic work on behalf of Rotary.
You were in a spouse association?
Yes.
What was it called?
The name translated into English is Female Will.
Okay.
Because at that moment there were not only men.
Or female wheel, like inner wheel.
But it's different because we work on a local level. We are sponsored by the Rotary Club, and we really support whatever the club decided to do. So I started with everything that is related to female will or spouses association.
What is the Spanish name for that?
Rueda Femenina.
Okay, Rueda Femenina, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Rueda
I understand
Femenina.
enough Spanish to see what that is.
Oh, okay, excellent.
I understand a little Italian, that's all.
Parliamo italiano?
Molto piquito, no,
Un poquito.
Un poquito.
Poquito is Spanish, isn't it?
A più.
Yeah, a little, yeah.
In Spanish is un poquito.
I know how to order food in Italian. Stecco, salata, caffè,
Cafe latte.
Cafe
Getting off
latte,
the
yeah.
track here.
Yeah, we're getting a little off the track. You can edit that out, right? So anyway, yeah. So how many years were you in the
In Rotary?
in the women's organization?
Since I married. We married very young.
Yeah.
And until 1990. In 1990, I was invited to become a Rotarian.
Okay.
But I was so active in the Female Wheel Association, and I really miss to leave them alone. I say no, but then my friends encouraged me to be the first woman in the club.
Okay.
As Rotarians.
And how many years were you in the Female Wheel?
Since we married, or maybe.
When did you marry? You remember that?
Yes, 66. 66. So since 66.
14 years then?
Yeah, much. From 66 to 93.
93.
So you count.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. So that's, what is that, 18 years or something like, 17 years?
Many years,
Yeah.
many years.
So when you joined Rotary, you were both a member in both organizations then?
No, in some way I represent them in our Rotary Club,
Okay.
but I continue, of course, being their voice in the club.
Okay.
And everything that we do, we know that they support us,
Okay.
and that is very important.
Yeah. And is that organization, Female Will, still there?
Oh yes, they are very active.
They're very active. Yeah?
Yes.
So it hasn't really suffered from the fact that.
No.
Because I know that Inner Wheel has suffered from that women now can be Rotarians.
Yeah, but it's different. We are family. We are really family of Rotary. So
Okay.
it's different approach, I believe, that
Okay.
Inner Wheel.
And this is all over Argentina. You have the Female Wheel.
All over South America.
All over South America, even Mexico.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes.
very interesting.
Yes. Yes.
And that's, so they continue with that. And how does it work with Rotaract and Interact?
Well, they are also part of the family.
Yes.
So when we have something that can involve everybody, we do the project together as partners in service. That really is what we are, partners in service.
So yes, you were talking about how the family dynamics of Rotary is in all of
Yes.
Latin America, yeah?
Yes, and it's very strong. I mean, the family, your family, and the family of Rotary is very well linked.
Yes.
So we believe in the power of family and the power of cooperation. So it's very interesting to see how many projects you can do when you involve Interact, Rotaract, the spouses of the Rotarians, and the Rotary Club.
Yeah.
So
what does it mean to you to be the first woman director from a Latin country?
a great responsibility because I had to represent all my area. Because of destiny, I was supposed to represent only one zone, 23 B and C, that includes 7 countries.
Yes.
But because there is no director from Brazil, I am representing 55,000 Rotarians from Brazil in 38 districts, and also Zone 21A, who is Mexico and Central America and part of South America. So
Okay.
it's a big responsibility.
So you're representing everything from Mexico all the way down to the tip of South America?
Yes, there are around 100,000 Rotarians,
Yes.
34 districts in 21 countries. So it's a very huge geographical area.
Okay, just a second. I think it's getting increasingly noisy here.
We're back.
So for those of you who have noticed that our background has changed, we are
Hold
the
the mic
moving
up to
we are the moving target. Because Rotarians came in to eat, and when Rotarians eat, they make a lot of noise, and not even the president of Rotary International can stop them from doing that. And
Exactly, they are
especially
happy to be together.
Yeah, so you were talking about your responsibility as being first woman director from a Latino country.
Yes, I feel a great sense of responsibility because I had to represent all my region in
Yes.
the board of directors, and also I had to help Rotary to grow and to be successful, more successful in the future. So, but we have just finished our second board meeting, and it was a very interesting experience. I am so happy because all my companions are people that really dedicate their lives to Rotary, and we are doing everything that we can in order to put our best ideas on the table so Rotary can really make progress everywhere.
So maybe needless to say, but every Rotarian who becomes a director is very passionate about what they're doing.
Yes. Well, passion is what is in my life related to Rotary.
Right.
Yeah, since I was a little girl until now, I work so hard, Matt, for Rotary. Every day I work harder and harder. This experience to be director of Rotary International really allowed me to understand how much Rotary expects from you.
Yes.
And for example, usually one director has one institute to convene in the first year and one in the second. I have had 2 in the first year, and I will have 3 in the second year.
Wow.
Yes, so it's a lot of work. Plus, add to that, that this year I am convening one of the 5 presidential conference for new generation in Rosario, Argentina. We are working so hard in order to have a lot of young people, Rotaractors, interactors in this meeting.
So how is it different to be a director now from when Louis was director? Because you were then his spouse, and you must have experienced that too.
Yeah. What I believe now is that internet communication make everything easier.
Okay.
On one side, make easier because, for example, I use Skype to hold meetings with my institute chairman, with everybody.
Right.
And my Skype is always busy.
Yes.
But on the other hand, because I receive thousands of mails every day, and I had to answer that. So in one way, internet makes things easier. But on the other way, everybody expect a quick answer. So that is why we are so much occupied in all this.
You receive 1,000 mails every day?
Yes, I receive.
I only receive 200 mails every day.
Well, but you know what it is. And most of them, they expect that you answer immediately.
Yeah, I can't imagine how it is to receive 1,000 mails.
Yes, yes.
200 I can barely survive.
And when for some reason, I cannot open my mail for one day, and the following day, I say, oh my God, because there are so many.
So if you go away for a week, you got 7,000 emails there.
Probably.
Can I ask a question?
Yes?
Yes.
Can you tell me of a project that you've worked on that really inspired you?
Oh, yes. There are so many. Now we live in a community that is 35,000 population. We have only one hospital for the public. We have many families who are really poor. So what we are, and in this hospital that we live in, we have in our city, there is only one very small pediatric area.
Okay.
So we are working in a project now that really has all my club very much involved, and is to help this pediatric area to have equipment, to have courses, training for the parents, to provide all kind of solution that we can give to our community, but especially for the young children. So this is a project that we are working on. But in the past, all our projects are related to education of children, children health, especially in our community. And in Argentina, mainly education, health are the big projects that we do through Rotary. But I had to point out that Rotarians in my country and in my zone too are very dedicated, and they are really trying to improve our communities and our country.
I have a feeling that women Rotarian always think about children, because that's not an option really, not to think about children probably.
Probably because most of us are mothers,
Yes.
and that's why we always think about children.
Yeah.
But also education is very important, because as we just listen, if you educate a child, a young boy, you educate a citizen. But if you educate a girl, you educate a family. So we are always paying attention to girls' education in our community because it's the way that we believe we can build strong families.
So how would you like, now you've been a director for a couple of months and you have almost another 2 years left. So what would you like to see at the end of your term as director?
Well, I would like to see that in my region, Rotary grow in membership. I would like to see strong clubs because I believe that if we have strong clubs in our area, we will have more membership, more members joining Rotary. I would like to see people understanding our Rotary Foundation,
yes,
making contribution and taking the advantage of the excellent opportunities that the foundation offers to Rotarians who really want to improve the communities. And also I would like that Rotary has more visibility in my part of the world. Because I always say this, if our community knows what we do, whatever we decide to do, we will have the support of the community. So we need to improve our image in the community through the good service that we have. When my father was a Rotarian, they did fantastic projects, but they never say nothing to the community about what they were doing.
Okay.
Because at that time, Rotary said, you have to be humble. But today, in this war of communication, if we don't share what we are doing,
right,
the people will not know too much about Rotary. So this is my three areas in which I hope we can achieve great results.
It's been my experience also that Rotary clubs who are known in the communities have grow better than other Rotary clubs who are less known in the communities.
Yes, definitely. And I also wait that more women and young people join Rotary because, you know, you cannot have success without successors. And I believe we are Rotarians now, but Rotary is a legacy that we receive, and we had to make it strong. So then when we pass this legacy to the new generation, we can feel happy because we hold what we receive and we pass it to the next generation. Yes. In order to do so, we need more women and more young people, I believe.
Yeah, in fact, during my district conference, I would like to have a platform with you and with Team talking about the importance of women in Rotary and how women can really improve Rotary and how they already are improving Rotary.
Excellent idea, Matt. You are a great governor. Congratulations. Congratulations.
So think about that as we get closer to May 9th.
It will be a pleasure to be with all of you, really.
Yeah. So you want to say a few words about you and Louis representing President Ron Burton at my district conference in New York on May 9th?
Well, yes, I want to say something. I want to say that we are extremely happy to have the opportunity to be in the district conference of District 7230, to be with Matt, Sandra, and all the good friends that we have there. And we look forward to the opportunity to meet all of you and to become acquainted with you and maybe friends forever. So until we meet again, Matt, thank you for this opportunity. Sure. Good luck in everything you do. You are going great.
Thank you.
I have great expectation that you are going to be one governor that is going to be remembered forever. So thank you so much for this opportunity, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Celia.
Thank you. Thank you.